George Washington. Pants comedian Mike Epps is apologizing after making a crude joke about Nicki Minaj during a tour stop, posting on Instagram that he takes full accountability and apologizing to Minaj and her family. The joke followed in support for
Because all Bill
They don't
has to
have
do
any
is say,
choice.
yeah, Trump was doing that to girls. Yeah, I know. Trump, all he has to do, and that's why they don't want it public. All Bill has to say is, yeah, Trump was doing that shit. What about you, Bill? Nah, it wasn't me. I saw Trump doing it. That's all he has to say. That's it. That's why you think
Yeah,
Trump has
I
been
mean, do
saying
you know
nice
how
things
dirty the
about Bill
coast?
Clinton recently, saying, "Oh, Bill's not." He said Bill's not a bad guy. Like
Yeah, hey, that's funny shit. That's funny shit there, Tony. Because I've heard that come out of Trump. Like there's things like that come out of Trump lately, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. That's a whole change of tune right there. That's
He's
a
talking
whole
real
change of
different
tune.
now.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Let the whole shit. Look, man. Look. This is what the average citizen has wanted for years, right? Crash the whole system, throw all the both part. Well, it's one bird, two wings, right? This is y'all shot. I want to see what these motherfuckers are going to do. They've been hollering and screaming about this shit, trafficking this, trafficking that, drain the swamp, blah blah blah. Yeah. I want to see what you motherfuckers are going to do. Because we see these motherfuckers all the time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, let's see what the rest of America's going to do. Because we're already in the D.C. area. We're prepared. We made the adjustments already. Months ago. Actually, years ago. So let's see what the rest of the country does when your fucking congressman is all fucked up. You find out... You find out your member of Congress, your favorite pastor is on the list. Oh, yeah, let's keep this motherfucker going. And we'll see if people are able to step up and handle the truth. Can you handle it?
I will say though, like I think Bill could have come out weeks ago, when that first little batch was dumped, and said, you know what, I am Bubba, and what Trump did really it wasn't great. It wasn't the best. You know what I mean? And I think Trump would then out himself. How dare you say that? I give the best fellatio.
Okay. Right.
I think he would have.
Is that what the bubble thing is all about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Said right. There was a little email talk. What did it say about Trump? It was explicit too. It wasn't even vague. It was like he was sucking dick.
Yeah, like he was.
That's what Epstein said.
That it was in the emails. It was in the emails about Trump and pleasing Bubba or some shit. You know what I mean?
Trump sucking Bubba's dick. Yeah.
Sucking off Bubba. Yeah.
Crazy. And it was like, who's Bubba? Who's Bubba?
And yeah, then it became two speculations. It's like either it was Bill Clinton because he has had the nickname Bubba or whatever, and then it was Jelane's horse.
Hey, well, hold on.
Horse.
Yeah, Jelane had a horse named Bubba.
Then, Renee? What did it say, Renee? What did it say?
That's what it said. Pull it up.
All right, let me look for it. Damn.
That's what you guys. I mean, this is what you guys wanted. I mean, so let it go.
I ain't into king
I'm telling
shaming.
you.
I ain't into king shaming.
No, all right.
You?
Let me find it now. Wow.
Y'all
Renee said,
campaigned
I
on
ain't
the
into king
motherfucker.
shaming. Oh, I'll shame you though. I will.
Yeah, y'all campaigned on the motherfucker. Let it ride. Yeah. Make America squirt again. Yeah, drain the swamp. Which is, it's so funny. I know a lot of people on the far right thought that attacking the bureaucracy in DC was going to lead to a economic downturn for those of us in Prince George's and Charles County. It didn't happen. See, we're vertically integrated here. See, there's a lot of racial overtones that we heard. We heard you, you fucking cocksuckers. That's why both of you fucking parties are done. By 2032, mark my words. You sorry ass motherfuckers. You sorry motherfuckers. Yeah. Fuck you, motherfucker. And let's just split the country right down the middle.
The middle, bro. No, we taking no. We don't
split
want
the
that
whole
shit.
goddamn thing
Fuck
up.
them.
We
The
don't need
middle's
you
a
motherfuckers.
liability. They suck it. They, you know what I mean? They eat too
Nah,
much. They don't make.
we don't
No,
need.
I'm lying. Let me not shit. See, you get me talking shit, Tech.
Who the
I
fuck
love
cares about
everybody.
Alabama?
Nah,
Who the
nah. We
fuck
care
cares
for
about
Alabama,
Alabama? I
Tech.
said, who you think? You
Chill.
think those of us? No,
We not
hold
on
on.
that shit, Tech.
You think those of us that live in PG County, Charles County, DC, you think we give a fuck about Minnesota? You think we give a fuck about Alabama? I promise you we don't.
Tech. This is what gets come on, man. We do. We love everybody. We ain't got no hate.
We don't fucking need these people. We don't give a fuck about Georgia. Georgia ain't on my mind, and I ain't on no motherfucking midnight train to Georgia either. Fuck Georgia.
That's some good peaches, though, Tech. What about the
Fuck
peaches?
Georgia.
See, you
Yeah,
eat.
I don't even eat peaches.
Let me
Georgia
read this
peach.
shit because I gotta go eat lunch. My food just came. But I'm gonna read the
Georgia
email.
pussy.
Oh, this is what it said. Renee, you listening? This is what it says. Epstein's brother wrote to someone who's redacted. Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. And then someone replies, and I thought I had some shit I can't read. Yeah, hold on, baby, I'm coming. And then Epstein's brother replies, you and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. And then
Damn.
someone else replies, you mean Donnie T. And they spell Donnie with an I. So yeah, they joking on him.
Oh,
Blowing means sucking dick, Renee, in case you didn't, get it.
Damn.
yeah.
Damn. Mm.
You need some oxtail.
Oxtail.
That boy got
Damn.
a good lunch.
Mm. Damn. Talking some crazy shit, man. Well, drain the swamp. This is everybody's opportunity to drain it. So go ahead and drain the motherfucker. Trump already made one great move for us in Maryland by not relocating the FBI from DC to Maryland. We don't want that motherfucker over here. You can close the FBI. In fact, close. Look, I agree with Cash Patel. Close the FBI, right? The headquarters and all that. Send all the agents out there to places like Minnesota, Illinois, and all them other places, and turn the FBI into one big ass museum on Pennsylvania Avenue for the deep state. I like that shit.
Problem is,
That's
Cash
more money
Patel
for
don't even
us.
agree with Cash Patel.
Yeah, that's more money for
Why
us.
didn't he do that yet? He turned it into a museum. He did say he wanted to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see all the gay ass FBI agents back in the day. How all the motherfuckers were double agents and triple agents for the Soviet Union, then Russia, then Israel. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You'll find out J. Edgar Hoover was a faggot.
Yep.
Or your FBI, your G-men. Yeah. Now G-women with their hard-ass nipples.
You
We
never
see
wanted
him
to
every
be in
day.
the FBI for a little bit? All right, Tech. Shit. Do you see that, really?
We do.
What kind of FBI you got around
I
you,
can show
Tech?
you. I can show you an FBI agent's house. What? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, fucking hard-ass nipples. Female FBI agents got some good pussy. Tell you that. That's that high IQ pussy.
Somebody trying to have some serious shit with you, Tech. Yeah, you.
I'm dead serious. That's that high IQ pussy. Harvard, Stanford, Yale. Yeah. GW, American University, Georgetown, George Mason. Yeah. 4.0 chicks. Dream of getting out, getting anywhere, getting all. You ever seen Silence of the Lambs? All the sticky fumblings. Dream of getting out, getting anywhere, getting all the way to the FBI. I'm gonna watch Silence of the Lambs tonight.
You want to see Buffalo Bill again? That weird motherfucker?
Buffalo Bill was off the chain. That motherfucker.
He was a wild dude, huh?
Granny.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, OG.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, the real Buffalo Bill?
In Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Buffalo.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. For some reason, I was like, the Western dude, Buffalo Bill. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Close the FBI and turn it into a museum for the deep state. You know what? And it'll be death to the hood, because the hood. Oh Lord. No one will be spared, because what the hood in Chicago and LA, what will come out in those files is that your leaders, your founders, your founders in Chicago and LA, they worked with the feds. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Till they didn't need them anymore. Oh, they ain't ready. He ain't ready. All your hood shit. There goes all your hood shit, you hood rat bitch. You know who I'm talking to. All you motherfuckers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Feels good. And I ain't even drinking wine. It's Wine Wednesday and I ain't even drinking wine. I'm drinking tea.
Day's not over yet, Tech? Still got time? Day's not over yet?
No. I can't drink. They'll realize that the FBI and the CIA compromised the gangs a long time ago. Yeah, that's right. The same government you've been railing against, hollering against, throwing up your gang signs against, they was funding you the whole time.
Providing you with what you needed to destroy your neighborhood. I thought everybody knew that, though, at this point. They still be doing it, though.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Unemployed males. Motherfucker, ain't nobody unemployed over here.
I'm motherfucking working right now.
Stop protecting pedos. You stop protecting the motherfuckers. You voting for them. Y'all vote for these motherfuckers. Think about that. Because you're true believers. You got TBism. Yeah! George W. Bush. Yeah! We're gonna whoop Saddam's ass. Weapons of mass destruction. Yeah. People act like Bush didn't even. Hey yo, they talk this Trump shit. It's like George W. Bush don't even exist. They forgot all about him.
How about that motherfucker?
Yeah, they forgot about him. W can do no wrong. W a bad man. He skated. I ain't mad at him. I'm taking notes. They forgot that quick what W did. W. Bush, that motherfucker.
And Dick, both of them. He skated too.
Who that?
You know?
Oh, Dick Cheney. Oh yeah.
Rest in peace. You know. But
yeah, shout out to Dick Cheney. I'm taking notes. I mean, these people don't remember shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I could get away with a whole bunch of hey Mac.
Hold on, you think they gonna let you get away with it too, bro?
I'm plotting all kinds of shit. Mac, if you don't hear from me for about if you don't hear from me for about 6 months, you know I already made my move. And next time I pop up, I'm gonna be somewhere on an island, no pun intended, on my own island.
Islands is dangerous these days, Tech. You might want to chill.
I'll be somewhere on an archipelago somewhere, and then I'm gonna pop up on this joint and cam up, and y'all gonna be like, "God damn, Tech got away," because they forgot all about W. Bush and Scooter Libby and all those people that Bush had around him and did what they did, and it's like nothing ever happened.
I just hated that Colin Powell was the one that really took the major fall for all of that bullshit.
Yeah, Colin Powell's a nice person. I remember. I was a Promise fellow.
Oh, great!
They did him dirty.
I was Colin Powell was part of the America's Promise. You know, the little red wagon shit. And I received a grant from his organization. Yeah, I was an America's Promise fellow for 6 months. It was kind of cool. Yeah, Colin Powell's a good person. He was genuinely a good person, man.
Well, I think he was.
Line, though.
Yeah, he was. He generally, like I said, genuinely, he's a good person. I think, and then what struck me was like finding out, which I did a paper about him. That he was the last real thoroughbred general. Like he was the last in modern military history. He's the last guy to go from straight private to general.
Right.
Everybody else comes in through officer corps. He worked his way through enlisted, then became an officer, and then worked his way to general. Like was fucking captured, was tortured, had fucking bamboo shoots shoved under his fingernails, and still
he's a good man.
That's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a good man. He's a great man, actually. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, look, we knew that those of us that are here, we already knew that the Iraq War was about oil. You know what I'm saying? But that was a hard sell. It's a hard sell to the general public. Hey, we're going to Iraq to take the oil. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not mad at the Iraq War. I'm just,
man, they didn't say this is because we didn't finish Desert Storm and Desert Shield. Like, be honest, motherfucker.
Right? Yeah.
We didn't do what we wanted to do the first time.
Yeah, let's just cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Because the pivot to Asia, being in Iraq, Iraq, Syria, Iraq, Syria, Jordan, specifically these three countries, those borders they're artificial, right? They're drawn by the British mandate and all of that. So they knew that there was always conflict raging within, even though Saddam and Assad and what's the king of Jordan's name? Shit, I forgot.
There's a new one now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was his father. So they knew that there were always conflicts among the tribes. You feel me? So, yeah, let's just go ahead and finish. They're actually finishing the job of World War I. So they wanted to do this whole world. They wanted to take Iraq, Syria, Saudi Arabia, all of that shit back then. Just, couldn't do it. So, I get it.
What's funny is there was a comedian, Bill Hicks, and he died in the 90s, right? But he was talking about like during the Desert Shield, Desert Storm stuff, and he was picking on George H.W. when he was talking about weapons of mass destruction. He was doing a bit talking about, well, sir, how do you know they have weapons of mass destruction? He's like, well, We kept the receipt.
Right. Yeah, Iraq was there. They funded Iraq to weaken Iran. So I get it, man. You ever watched the movie Doomsday Gun? Oh shit, you gotta watch that. Kevin Spacey's in it. Man, you fucking up, man. They had it on. It was on YouTube for free. I think you gotta rent it now. But yeah, watch it. Yeah, watch
Doomsday.
that movie. Doomsday Gun. Yeah, about Gerald Bull, Dr. Gerald Bull, Canadian guy, Canadian gun maker. He was in bed with Saddam. He turned up, unalive outside of his apartment. But Dr. Gerald Bull, you never heard of him? Where the fuck y'all been? Anyway,
I can't know everything. Shit.
Nah, yeah, I know. No. I know. So yeah, Dr. Gerald Bull, he was the guy that was making the long range weapons for Saddam. And yeah. So everything that the Israelis said about Saddam is not necessarily not true. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was working on a long range weapon. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, check that movie out. It's a nice little docudrama. Yeah. Gotta have movie nights on this shit, man. You know what I mean? So y'all can get to the bottom of it. That way, it's not a lot of yelling and screaming on these panels. Because this shit, all this shit that's coming out, this shit is old, man. It's old as shit.
The last thing I watched fucking traumatized me and watching no more Diddy documentaries.
Oh, no, I don't watch the Diddy shit. Unless you want some baby oil on you. Baby oil and nipple pinchers and all that shit. Yeah. Nah, man. Diddy's freaked out, man. Freaked out.
Look, I don't care what consenting adults do, but if there is a video with Jennifer Lopez doing some mischievous things, I want to see it. I just for my own, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I got you. It's J-Lo,
right?
Yeah. I understand. I totally, I get it. Yeah, Diddy shouldn't be locked up anyway. Diddy's the only man. You know, he's the only guy locked up for trafficking men across state lines to bang his girlfriend.
That's fucking wild.
Crazy if you put it like that. Damn.
Think about that.
That's fucking crazy.
Diddy's the only person to ever be locked up for trafficking men. I ain't met a motherfucker yet that said if you have a conversation with a dude right now that he's in California and wherever you are, you'll fly him out and give him $5,000 to bang this chick, that he ain't coming. And he don't consider himself a victim. Think about that. That's why Diddy's locked up. That man got no business being locked up. Out there banging that chick. Chick having trains ran on her ass. She liked that type of shit. It's broads out here that like that type of shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bang her. Yeah, shit. Let me get out of here, man. If y'all still on in an hour, I'll be back. I gotta charge this phone up.
All right.
Wild note to leave on, Tech. I see you. You discussed it yourself, didn't you? You thought about that shit. You like, fuck up. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. I'm disgusted. Took a shit in the room and then left. I feel you, Tech.
Yeah, drop that motherfucker anyway. Oh, damn, that stink. I gotta go.
Yeah. I gotta go back to read my news, man. I finished on lunch. Oh shit, Renee, you were right though. You were right, Renee. Shit. I don't know if you saw it, but you were right. Just this time though. I'm not gonna give you credit for nothing else. It looked colder today, Root. Right?
It is.
Out. It's hard.
Yeah, it's a little overcast. Wind's blowing a little bit.
What's it
But
like
there's
though
still
outside?
people out here. Huh?
Yeah. It's still nice though outside. It's still like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's still a shit ton of people out here.
It's a nice day for a walk. Fuck it. I'd take a walk on a day like that.
Shit, we about to be out of here. Today and tomorrow should be our last 2 days, and then we'll be packing up and getting the fuck out of here. Go back to the yard, work for a couple of weeks in the yard, and then they'll bring us back.
Back to that same beach?
Same fucking spot. The shit that we're digging, it's a man-made sand trap, and that's what they call it, is a sand trap. That's what it does. It traps the sand from getting all the way in the inlet. So we just dig a big ass ditch for all the sand to collect in. And then while we were digging, we dug down 18 feet. And before we started, it's like the box is divided straight in half, up and down, right? So we did the left side, and then we came back and did the right side, and then we turned around and went back and swept the whole thing, just cleaning up. You know what I'm saying? That last little bit. We cleaned up that last little bit just to make sure everything was flat in there, and then had the surveyor come out. And by the time the surveyor came out the next day, like 2,000 cubic yards of shell and dirt had fallen back into the sand pit. So we're out here doing that now. So they're like, yeah, you're probably gonna have to come back out in like March, April.
Well, how long is this thing gonna take though?
We've been out here a month, and we're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be done this week, and then we'll come back for another month or so in like March.
Damn. But then in March, how long is it gonna take though?
Probably another month. We'll be here for a month, and then we'll leave again. And we got another job coming up. It looks like we might get this on the other side. So that's going to wind up being wild if we get that one, because we'll go back to the yard, which is going back to the yard doesn't take us but like a day to travel, a full day of sailing back, and then but to get to the other side it takes us a week. There's a fucking job over there that could take 3 or 4 months.
Damn. All right. Shit. Well, hey man, stack the bread up, man. Stack them up. Fuck,
Oh,
that's
that's
good
it.
work, man. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, when we're working, when we're building like this, I'm getting 80 plus hours a week. So that's where that money comes from.
Hold on, that's great because I'm sure you're making money.
Before I forget,
but
no, don't let me do that. Before I forget, T-Bone is looking for you. He came here. He asked where you was at.
I'll talk. I'll talk to him.
Gotcha.
Not only is he looking for you, but it sounds like he got a machete and a jackhammer in his hand. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll talk to him. I'm gonna holler at him. We'll wait and see what happens. Me and him kind of like crashed out on each other, and honestly, I don't even really think it has to do with each other. My whole thing is I don't have a tolerance for these motherfucking bigots. And I was upset with Bell, but shit just gets lost in the mix of things. But like, there's just certain things. Like, yeah, no, I don't have any problem with like conflict, but it gets to a point where there are some individuals that I'm just like, why do we allow them to come up and talk. Like, we know what's going to be said. But that goes into the whole thing of, you want a space, create one yourself, because people are going to do what they want on their panels.
I hear that, yeah. Yeah, I go back and forth with it because I actually don't mind engaging with anybody, but there's certain lines I draw in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So I hear you, man.
I feel that way, Tony, as
Sometimes
far as
it
like
changes
not.
on different days. Like, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
different days. My
like
patience is thin on some days. I don't got the time for it some days.
listen, man, I'll have a conversation with anybody if it's a genuine, real conversation. Even in the sense if I think what you're saying is completely wrong, but there are some individuals that I do not have a tolerance for, and I know that I try to ignore, and then I'll just be disrespectful, and then I'll try to ignore again. But yeah, there's a handful of individuals that I'm just like, nah, I'm not rocking with them. Shit, Bleach was close to getting on that list for a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you.
But you were gonna say, so I cut you off, Araka. You was gonna say something to Root.
It probably just had to do with overtime, and when you're working 80 hours of overtime, you're making good money. Do not, for the love of God, do not look at what you're paying in taxes.
Man, listen, it's hard to miss. It's hard to miss that fucking minus sign. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my taxes right now too. I'm trying to get some back.
Yeah, nah, taxes when you making overtime, when you getting gross overtime, like that 80-hour overtime, they're disrespectful. Just disrespectful with the amount of taxes they take from you. It's hard to notice though when you're making like 80 hours in overtime though, because that take home pay is still sexy, but just don't look at those taxes because that shit have you ready to flip shit. I'm gonna holla at T-Bone. T-Bone is cool, but at the same time, I know myself.
I sent him an invite to see if he wanted to come in here because there ain't a lot of people in here.
We was just here. It wasn't even that long ago.
Okay.
I
Yeah, he
have
was looking
looked
for
at
me
that
like an
tax
hour
thing.
ago. But he didn't tell us what it was about, so it wasn't like, I don't know. He wouldn't tell Tony what it was about. He just said he wanted to talk to me.
Yeah, that's just fair. I'm gonna holla at him. T-Bone is cool, regardless of how this conversation go. T-Bone's cool and good people, but at the end of the day, I think I need to just start making choices as far as what what I want to deal with, really. Because like I think we all be on this shit and we be wasting time, but it's just we got to figure out what it is that we wanna, what we hope to get out of this, right? If we want to educate people, then that needs to be the goal, right? Because I think we just be wasting time on here for the most part. I think a lot of people just be on here to be on here. So I'm trying to come up with a goal and a plan going forward because I don't want to just be.
Well, that's how I tell people about my panel. I don't have a targeted audience. Like, I'm not looking to push anything. I'm not looking to, like, it's kind of like go with the flow. Whoever's in here, whatever conversations, like, some of them panels that talk about the same topic all fucking day. I would lose my shit hearing the same thing on repeat all fucking day. I don't know how they do it.
No, either. I think they like it though. I think because they must like it if they're doing it, talking about the same shit. Some people like
Yeah, I
telling the
know, but
same
it's the difference when
story.
you're the host and then when you're a panelist, like me. When I'm in a
Yeah.
position of hosting, I really don't care what the topic is, because I'm not trying to like run a topic and like stick to the script, you know? So like, but like you go into some spaces and the host runs the same topic for like a week straight. Like, haven't you heard all the talking points yet? Like, what the fuck?
At least have a handful that you can cycle through.
That's why whoever brings something up or a topic, breaking news, like we have people come in here and just bring shit up out of nowhere. Like, you heard about this, and then we go down the rabbit hole. Like, I don't know. I like it better that way than to have like the right versus the left all the time and like bring the smoke.
Damn. We was being sexist? We was being sexist? I don't remember being sexist.
T-Bone's creating that type of a live though, like a bring the smoke live. So
What's good, bitch boy?
What's good, T-Bone?
I do have a question though, like, because if my shit is so trash, why the fuck you keep coming over there, bro? That shit don't make no sense to me, gang. That shit makes no fucking sense.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Okay, so we're here on. Are we here on bullshit? Is that what we're doing?
I'm just asking fucking questions. Are you not gonna answer the question, nigga? What the fuck? What we on?
Hold on. I'm missing something because Aaron Walker just came up here and said he ain't got no problem with you. Shit got out of hand yesterday.
After nigga just talked all that fucking shit, and then you hit me with a DM asking if I'm still being a bitch, nigga. What?
I meant every word of that message, and it was true.
Okay, cool then. So what the fuck is we talking about? What you coming up here faking for then, gang? You sound talking about Renee? This nigga faking like a motherfucker. Oh, we cool. It ain't no problems with this nigga. Like, you talking mad crazy, bro. Don't come over here faking. Fuck you talking about?
I'll say it like this. I'm at work. We can definitely get into a conversation. But, yeah, I'm not in a place to where I can have this conversation freely.
So what, you want niggas to wait till you off to get to it? Is that what we on?
What?
Alright, so you didn't hear me. Sound like bitch behavior you asked me, bro. You come around and you say a couple of things and then you come over here talking fucking different, you faking, and now all of a sudden niggas can't fucking talk about the shit, bro. Fucking weird, nigga. If you don't like the space, I'm gonna tell you like this though. If you don't like the space, a good idea would not be to show yourself around there, because that shit don't make no fucking sense. Stop bringing them together. Stop doing all that dumb ass shit.
Now I can get into it, T-Bone. I'm gonna get into it. Now listen, I would check myself. Not for nothing. Ever since you started this BS with me, you've been having quite a fun time on this app. My ancestors don't play, bro. Spiritual welfare is a real thing. And I'm gonna say it like this. You cape for Belle. I don't know what it is that you have with her or why you're so soft on her, but she runs your panel. She be doing shit that you don't even know or are privy to. She lets up all of these bigots and white supremacists while you're gone in AFK, but there's never a problem with her. I wonder why that is. You want to run your space, run it the way you want. I don't care. You want Robert on there, you want to do the Duran show and Ligma and all this other stuff, you have all the freedom to do that.
This was never an issue for you. For the past 6 months, you've been coming on my platform and having the same conversations with the niggas that you bitching about. For the past 6 months, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Now, all of a sudden, it's a problem, and you got to get into your bag and say the same goofy ass shit that all them bigoted ass niggas on? Oh, T-Bone must love Bill. That shit crazy. Because when Ashley was running my platform, y'all niggas said the same fucking shit. Ashley running the platform. Cascade running the platform. Y'all niggas bitch about anybody. It don't matter who the fuck it is. If somebody say some shit that y'all niggas don't like, y'all bitch about it, bro. You bitch.
I've never had a problem with Ashley or Cascade, but I will say.
I'm not talking directly to you, Walker. I'm not talking directly to you when I say that. But when I'm saying that shit, I'm saying anybody that has a problem with the way that the space is going, in particular, is really the people that's in the box. You don't got a problem with how the shit flow. Because for 6 months, it was no fucking issue. But because you couldn't get at Robert the way you wanted to, you decided to take that shit out on me. For fucking what?
That's not what happened, T-Bone. And to be fair, you weren't there, so you're running off of... You're being told what was going on. and then you're reiterating it because you weren't there, you weren't listening, you had to come back to the panel. So again, you're making these claims, but you're being told false information.
Arwaka, I went back and watched the fucking live, bro. I went back and had a replay of how the shit went down.
Indeed you did. And when I started to address the issue, was I being talked about?
Yeah, he did talk about you.
That's not my question, T-Bone. My question was when the things went left, who was he attacking? It wasn't me.
Why the fuck does that matter, bro? He definitely said shit about you. It was a previous, he was talking to Bex, and then it went over to you, and he was talking about you not being
That's
fucking Hispanic descent and that you didn't have a conversation.
I don't disclaim that. What I am saying is that while there was an exchange, at a certain point, I'm not going to have certain types of conversations. Now, when things that had went left and they had blown up, the conversation had shifted. Like I wasn't even being talked to. So, this notion or the painting of it being like I got upset because I was getting dog walked or whatever the case is just not true. And at the end of the day, you're going to do what you do. You can align with whoever you want to align with. It is what it is.
It is funny to me that you talking to me about aligning with fucking Robert because he's on my panel and we have disagreements and you don't like that nigga. So all of a sudden I align with Robert. Because if I'm not fucking confusing shit, you casted your ballot with the Republicans. You voted conservative. You voted Trump, nigga. Like, what is you talking about?
Fair critique, but I didn't
So then what the fuck is we talking about align? Who the fuck I'm aligning with then, gang? What we talking about?
Well, who was I talking about?
Nigga, you tell me, because the whole conversation was about Robert. You got pissed off because of Robert being on the panel. And then now, you talked about aligning. Who is we talking about aligning with?
Well, no, it goes deeper than that. It definitely goes deeper than that. But yet again, we're having a conversation on something that you weren't even privy for. So where's your
nigga? If I just told you I went
this?
back to look at the fucking live, so I heard the conversation, then why do you keep saying I'm not privy to this shit?
Oh snap! It's 32. I have to go. I'm
gonna link up with
you later. Yeah, no, my lunch ended 2 minutes ago. I'll talk to you later.
See y'all, Rocker. See you later, man.
To give you the rundown of what fucking happened, Tony, because niggas is just not gonna be honest, and that's fucking fine. This nigga was up in a box. Robert got up there on his goofy ass shit. You know my fucking rules. You know how I run my panel so that there's open discussion and open conversations. Robert decided to say some goofy ass shit to fucking Arwaka. Them two went back and forth. The shit he was talking about him not being fucking Hispanic, so he doesn't have a fucking say within the conversation. All this other goofy ass shit that he was fucking saying, right? Arwaka got fucking pissed off because he doesn't like Robert and he didn't want Robert to be on the fucking panel. Instead of voicing this, right? Arwaka turns his fucking shit up to compare me to fucking Sports Mom. This nigga said that I'm just like Sports Mom's racist ass fucking lives. So of course you know why the fuck I got pissed.
Yeah. That's not a fair thing to do. Cause you don't do that shit. That's not a good comparison.
But I'm saying at the end of the day, though, I understand that my lives cause fucking harm, quote unquote. I understand that I can't be there every fucking second and I step away all the time, bro. But Arwaka knows this shit. And that's what pisses me off more than anything. Because if it's some random ass nigga, I'm cooling off the shit. Arwaka been in my space for months. He know how we get down. He know exactly what the fuck we be doing. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be on, like, you can't come over here on some faking shit, bro. You can't do that.
It could have been the moment type shit, though. Like, you feel me? Because I feel what you're saying. Our Rocker knows you. He knows you're not on some bullshit. And when he was in here earlier, he was talking like he didn't have a problem. Like, he might have, whatever he said to you, like, he was talking like he might have not really, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he didn't have the energy that he felt like he was being like sports mom and shit. You know, he might have said it then. I don't think he believes that though. I don't think he believes it. You know what I mean?
All right, gang.
But I hear what you're saying though. That's some, you know,
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
knows you. He knows like not to. I would take it the same. Like you know me, dog. Like you don't even got to put me in the same category. Like you, like that's an insult. If you know me, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like it could have been a deeper conversation, but he ain't have to go with the disrespecting bullshit. You don't gotta disrespect me. And then he followed up with some more disrespect. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can't get down with that at all, bro. I can't. I have disagreements with people all the fucking time, but I'm not coming at you with no type of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like I never do that shit, especially if me and you cool, Tony. Like I
Yeah, I
never
feel you.
say
That
no
shit
shit
too.
like that to you. You feel me?
I feel you. Yeah, I usually like I dead shit before I let myself get to the point. People I fuck with, especially like I don't cross that. I try not to. You'll see me go hard, but I won't cross a line that I know is a certain type of disrespect. Like,
Bullshit.
well, nah, you know Renee how I go. Like I have my own lines. Like there's certain things I want to say to you, no matter what. You know, no matter what we talking about, I have a line like, and I know what you mean. Like, cause with me, it's a line. Like if you put me, that's kind of like, yo, did it happen here? That I got upset because someone put me with someone that I felt disrespected. I'm like, you know me better. No, I wasn't here. But I've been in that situation where you feel like if somebody knows you and they put you with someone, like it means something different, you know? So I see it, man. All right, Rocky, you back? Hold on. I know you got something to say. Maybe not.
I'm clocked in.
He
I can
might be
talk
up.
right now.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying because I both of y'all are good people, like real shit. Um, and I wouldn't want to see y'all fall out over some bullshit, over something that Robert said. Like it's not worth it. None of y'all, you know. At the end of the day, I'm stealing Shoney's line, but we already know what it is. That trolling shit is meant to do this exactly. Fuck with us and get us arguing with each other so they could laugh. You know what I mean? We can't fall into that shit. Especially both y'all are on a positive path, even a separate path, but both positive. Don't let negativity get between y'all, you know? That's all I gotta say.
I got 3 hours on this clock. I'm definitely gonna holler at you as soon as I get off today, T-Bone. Whether that be on live or whether that be through Messenger, Discord, I really don't care. But we definitely gonna have a talk.
I'll start my live up at 3 hours now.
I'll figure it out. I feel like
Where
y'all.
T-Bone go? Why did T-Bone run off? I wanted to ask him a question
Oh shit.
because I just wanted to ask T-Bone at what point do you just stop hosting certain people? Like at what point?
That line
Oh,
doesn't
Renee. See,
exist. I don't think so. I don't think that line exists, but I can't speak for him.
Because like even with me, I have a list. I have a list of some really disgusting people on this app, right? And I've left it up to a lot of my mods. And a lot of my mods happen to be, black. So I left it up to them to abuse however they see fit, certain individuals that have been known to say dumb shit. Like like yesterday, somebody paid to snipe somebody off my panel. And I said, nah, you got credit because that person is on the list. So if you wanted them to be dropped and you a mod and they on the list, I can accept money for that. You know what I'm saying? I can't accept money for that. So they just ended up with the credit because they try to snipe somebody that's on the list. But you don't have to snipe them. You could just get rid of them as a mod. You know? You know what I'm saying though? Like I can't take money profiting off of certain individuals on this app just because I know they're disgusting. But that makes sense.
I still got $10 credit,
Yeah,
Renee. Just to
I
let you know.
understand that. Yeah. Makes sense too. Because what you don't want to do is just be having people there just to get sniped because they're gonna because then it becomes a act. They get
Well, I mean, right, but it depends. Like if they came up here on some getting you heated over Trump or something, but not like racial content,
that's
like
different. Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
right. I don't want. I just don't want to, profit off of like people being real disgusting and racist towards people. So
Encourages more of
I
this
call
shit.
them the
Encourage
toys.
people.
They're the toys. They're my mod's toys. They're on the list.
The only problem with that is that Bell gives those individuals protection in T-Bone's life, and then you would have to pay to drop them. Otherwise, it's free racism.
You invite Belle through to talk about this. Would you want to talk to her, Raka, or you feel like you already said what you had to say to her?
No, I'm gonna handle it with T-Bone first, and then I'm gonna
I
talk
got
to
you.
Bell.
I got you. Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. You're right.
But you choose. So like as like even with me being the host, right? So whoever fucks with me, like Tony fucks with me every day. Every day Tony shows up damn near unless his wife got him put up for the week. But like, it's not just my show, I guess is what I'm saying. So my life's changed a little. It's not just my show. And when you have a freedom of speech live, anything can go. Pay to drop. It's kind of a gray line at that point. Like what is accepted, what's not accepted, this and this. And that's why I came up with the list. I don't know how everybody else runs their platform, but if he's running it under the whoever requests a box gets a box, then that's how he's running his platform,
How you feeling, man?
Going
What's
on,
going on
brother?
in the comments? They said we was being sexist, Shaky. That's true.
Oh no, not you. I think she was referring to Tech. No,
All right.
not you. Yeah, I think she was. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
was
know the
trying to
shit he be
remember.
talking. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys.
yeah. I
Yeah,
got you.
it was mostly Tech. But she's a different breed, but she's cool. Hey, I was watching Pam Bundy get grilled today. She was lying again.
Oh shit! They put it on today.
Yeah. So she was
What?
spazzing out, man.
It was about ice. It was asking her about.
Like
She was
ice,
lying. It's
the
crazy.
fouls and all the man. It was some
My fault.
questions
I
that
got her
she
confused with Quincy. No, man, my fault.
it was some questions that she knew the answer. She just didn't want to answer it. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh,
Hey, you know what's crazy? Like, is it me or she's a bad liar? Like, she's not. She's not good at it. You could tell. How did she get that far in her career?
You really
Because
want to
she
know?
can't sell it. I mean, I don't want to put that on her. I don't want to. I mean, I don't.
No, I mean I'm
I
not
know.
being like
Yeah, tell me. Tell
inflammatory.
me.
Like no, like for
You
yeah,
say
for real,
it.
for real. I'm not
You
gonna say like
say
she
it, man.
sucked her dick to saying sucked it to the top. No,
You're not gonna
she
say that. I thought you was. Hold on.
no, but she had stepped into a position that had been vacated, right? Like so, it was like two people running for Attorney General of Florida, two fresh faces type thing, and she won, basically being pretty. Um,
All
but
right. Like you said,
then
she.
something happened with the Trump University and that lawsuit with the Trump University as a class action lawsuit, and she kept the state of Florida or anybody who lived in the state of Florida from being able to join the class action lawsuit against Trump. And then right after it was like the next week that after she did that, Ivanka Trump donated like $40,000 to her campaigns, and they've been a contributor ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Okay. So this is a close personal.
Yeah.
Because she's not good at her job, but yeah, Trump will put his friends on. I got you. But is it me though? Like, do you think like does she seem like she's like I don't my man? It's obvious that she's lying. Like she's not good at it, or is it just me?
Well, no, I think it's so there's difference between being qualified and then being the person that needed to be in that position. You know what I mean? Like, just because you can play
She seems
baseball
too
don't mean that you're fucking Barry
That's what it
Bonds.
is.
Yeah.
Like she seems too nervous when she's speaking.
Because she's swimming outside of her depth, and she knows it.
And a Democrat, right? Because she had brought up the last attorney general, what's his name, Merrick Garland, right? And even Democrats said, yeah, did he drop the ball a few times? But he kept trying to go on. They said, but why are you not trying to like take over from where, he was doing it? And she couldn't even answer that. At least the Democrats would say, yeah, maybe he fucked up. But what is Trump doing? She couldn't even answer no questions, man. See, I'm gonna tell you this. I can say that sometimes Democrats do hold themselves accountable. Republicans, they don't. They don't hold shit accountable. They don't.
Yeah, but I think sometimes Democrats hold themselves accountable because of the optics, and they're. It's like you're taking one for the team. Like, yeah, we wouldn't normally do this to you, but the fucking lights have been shined on you they're so bright that now we need to do this because it makes us look good.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Yeah. It's like you have to now.
It was like that Anthony Weiner thing, right? Like Anthony Weiner wasn't outed by the party until it really became bad. But like, wait a minute. So then evidence starts coming out. It's like, wait a minute, he's been doing this for a fucking decade, and you've known. But it wasn't a problem until it became a problem.
Republicans would do that.
Anthony Weiner shit was crazy.
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, he was.
That was fucking crazy, though. He kept
I just
getting
couldn't
caught
believe
too. Like,
how
right?
you,
He got caught.
You kept getting caught. Like, your last name's already Wiener. You know what I mean? Stop sending dick pics.
They had him in the fucking picture with his underwear. Like, that's the one they could show.
Yeah.
They had him, bro. I'm telling you. He's stupid, man.
Yeah, he was on some shit, man. He was doing it.
He didn't even have it. Yo, my man was using his fucking girl's computer. He didn't even use his own computer.
Right.
Or a cell phone. He was on her work laptop doing this shit. This motherfucker's yo.
Yeah. I think, hopefully he learned his lesson.
Between him and Spitzer, it was crazy.
Yo.
Yeah.
I can't help but laugh at that, how dumb the whole shit was with him. Completely, it was unnecessary. Like, he didn't have to do none of that shit, man. He was about to win. Yo, wasn't he about to be governor? Wasn't he about to be governor?
Something like that. Yep. Yeah, he was about to win.
I think I was going to vote for him, too. That's why I'm mad. I was going to vote for this dude. Yo, I believed him. I was like, yo, I told my mom, I was like, about Anthony Weiner? He has some good policies, right? Come to find out, this motherfucker's doing wild shit.
Shit comes to light. Yeah. That's weird. Weird shit. Hey, who you think kidnapped that old lady?
Yeah, Anthony Weiner. He was beating his meat.
Yo, Tech, you heard that?
And he came up here. As soon as he heard that, like, let me.
Nah, I mean, I know about the Weiner case.
I think
and his crazy ass wife.
It's crazy, Tech, wasn't it? On your wife's work computer, man.
Yeah. Crazy ass wife. All motherfuckers crazy, man. They be doing crazy shit, man. Trying to tell you.
But Tony, I wanted to ask you, who you think kidnapped that That lady's mom.
I don't know, Shaky. I saw the video, the door, the ring cam. I don't. It was a
Yeah,
dude. It's obviously a man that did it. What
right.
man did it? I don't know.
This is a
Because they
weird.
kept trying to say it could have been inside the family, someone inside the family, right?
Hmm.
But
Well, because they were
I
trying to
don't
say it
know,
was like the
man.
son-in-law or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, the son-in-law. Like, the who she married to? Well, yeah, the husband, whatever.
Hmm.
That's just weird to me.
What up, Puff?
Yo,
How you doing, MAGA supporter?
I'm,
Yeah, it seems though they should be able to track with the video, even though it don't show anything. You have some leads. You should be able to know what happened. They said they said something about her pacemaker thing had location data for a little bit. Is that true?
Yeah, but it died.
So,
Like,
The
well,
pacemaker
like
died.
like it wasn't charged.
it didn't die. It went offline.
Okay,
Oh
okay,
shit.
MAGA. My bad. I'm
I'm
sorry.
not MAGA. Why are you calling me MAGA?
I've heard
Hold
your
on, it went
perspective
offline. Was
before.
it? See, so
Why?
that means. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I'll get into
Yeah,
it.
I
Go
don't know
ahead.
why he keeps calling me MAGA.
Yeah, Puff don't talk about politics on this app, Shaky. So
I talk about politics all the time on this app, and I'm a policy person, but that don't make me MAGA.
I apologize for assuming. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Well, here's the thing. I wish everyone good luck. And good luck with the rabbit holes that you are traveling down. I'll clock back in
Tech,
when the
what happened to Nancy?
when
Where
the
Nancy
weather.
at, Tech?
I don't know where Nancy is. Ask the kidnappers.
I don't.
Uh, I'll
Well,
clock
yeah,
back
Tech.
in.
Hey, you know everything, Tech. Who did it, Tech? You know it. Who did it?
No, I don't know shit like that. That's some criminal shit. I stay away from criminals. Um, yeah, I don't associate myself with criminals. Mm-mm.
So
I
you
don't
have
think
no.
when y'all was asking about the family and the son-in-law, I don't think it's immediate family because here's why. It's obvious when you watch the video that the ring door cam ring he wasn't really expecting that because he's trying to think about ideas that he could cover it up. He didn't come into there like he knew that camera was there. He could have approached it at different angles. I think it's someone that's familiar with the family possibly and seen some sort of opportunity there because the exit in and out still up to question about not being seen in that kind of neighborhood. But he doesn't act like he knows that ring cam's there until he realizes it. And I think someone in the immediate family would have known that and would have approached that ring cam. He's trying to hide it with a bush for crying out loud. So I don't think it's immediate family, like son-in-law, anybody that's been there before.
So it was. Does that mean it wasn't? Well, he obviously planned it because he came disguised.
No, planned it.
He
You could
didn't.
plan it. You could know the address, but to say been on
But
that front porch, like I don't think been there before.
he's an asshole. Then he's a fucking idiot. Well, he's an asshole regardless. He's an idiot because he ain't never even looked at the property before trying to kidnap.
He's never been in that. He's never been in that. You could obviously his actions. He's never been on that front porch at that door. He come. I might have a. He's awfully. He's got a plan, obviously, and he was
Could you
successful
fake
at it.
that though? Could you fake it? Like, could that be part of the play? You
I
know
don't
what I
know.
mean?
We don't know what we don't
Because
know.
why even let yourself be seen by that shit? Because if I'm walking up to it, it's visible before you're in view. Really, I'm creeping up this side. I'm knocking that shit off. Like I'm not even letting that shit see me. He stood in
That's
front of that and played with
that's
it.
that's my point. He didn't. If you'd have been someone that been on that porch, you would have known that camera existed, and you would have approached it from a different angle. And instead, he's like, "Oh shit, there's a camera. Let me find a plant out front. What do I look for? Oh, let's stick this bush in front of it." So you could tell that he was like not. So that's why I say he'd never been on that front porch before.
yeah, like it
They
caught
have
him
a
off guard.
feature where if you like dismantle it, it sends an alert. So he couldn't have knocked it off. Maybe he knew that much that he had to cover it. He couldn't just kick it off the door.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and I had an instance where I actually put a little bit of tape on the doorbell cam. Like came up to the side and just slapped the tape on it, and nobody knew for like 3 days. 3 fucking days. All I was trying to do was smoke a happy stick. You know what I mean? And I forgot I left the tape on there.
But my
Hey, they called the police. The police was walking around and shit.
My,
I said, what the fuck is going on? Somebody put tape on the backdoor camera, and I was like, oh,
It was like,
that
oh shit,
fucking, that's crazy. That's wild, man. I can't believe somebody would do that.
do that. Damn. But did you
You'd
do
be
it?
like, oh no, I had no idea.
my,
Yeah.
And the
This
thing
is
that
thing
the
is,
first
right.
time I'm hearing
Uh,
this.
my thing is, why target Savannah? Because I watched her. I've been knowing her like for a long time, right? I know what she does. She's a journalist and this and that. I'm just wondering why target her and her family, like her at all, the journalists. Why her?
Well, I think
Like,
that's why it leans to somebody that knows the family. That'd be the only thing that's logical. That's why it leans towards that, because they know they've got value. You know what I'm saying? That's why it leans that direction. I think, to me, that someone that's familiar with the family and knows the family, I think, is what you're going to find in the end. It's not a complete random stranger that went to that random house and picked her or said. I don't think that. I think it's someone that knows the family and seen opportunity, possibly. But again, we're all speculating. I think the ransom note on its face starts off with "Dear Samantha" or Savannah, or however it says. It starts off with "Dear." Who writes the word "Dear" at the
and a
beginning of a
ransom
ransom
note.
note?
Right, exactly. You're right. Yeah, yeah, they don't say shit like that. You're right. They don't say shit like that. They just
So
say,
when you look at the details of it, it's like, and it almost suggests that there's two people involved in this, or more than one
Puff,
person.
hold on, Puff. It depends, because when I came up, you always titled your letters "Dear," so it could just be someone who was educated in the 80s or 90s, or
But
Hey,
that's
right?
still
yeah,
directing.
You're
but
fair
but,
enough
but
point,
Tony,
right?
It's a
but
fair
so
it's a fair enough point, but you're directing it at a person when there's an entire family, for one. And it just seems, when you read the ransom, it just doesn't seem it doesn't seem like AI tried to alter the person so they didn't sound like who they were, where they could pick up on any details, because that's the first thing that a smart person would do, is like, I'm not going to word this any way that I would have AI totally conform this so it didn't sound like me at all. So there's nothing to catch up on. It just, I don't know. There's several weirdnesses around this thing, but it does suggest to me instinctively, it suggests someone that knows the family.
Puff's
what
right.
if
When you say dear
TMZ?
or something, that's more like a personalization.
What
Do
if
what?
TMZ break the case before FBI? Wouldn't that be crazy? What if TMZ? Because
How the
I like
fuck is
Harvey,
TMZ gonna break the case?
but because Harvey's a lawyer, he's a lawyer. He's a real lawyer. I don't care what guy. He's a fucking real lawyer. I grew up
Right,
watching
but
people courts.
again, they would need the FBI to be able to solve their case. Like, let me give you an example. They would need the FBI for the video that they just got. Is not like they had this recording and they just showed it to you. They had to go back and digitally put that back together from the archives of how it's stored where it's at, encrypted at. But it wasn't totally. That's why they don't have a timestamp on it or any of them things. So they needed the FBI to get that warrant served, to get that release from Google in the first place, for TMZ to have more information to investigate on. So essentially, they still would need the FBI.
Right, and they got a lot of information. TMZ does. I mean, believe they have a little bit more information than most. Put it that way. That's just my opinion.
They're so spot on that I barely ever cross reference them. It's probably a bad idea, but like if TMZ comes out with it, I almost take it like money in the bank.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But this is still a weird case. Somebody kidnapped somebody's mom. I don't.
What's weirder about it? What's weirder about it?
Hold on, are we talking about the same TMZ that people are trying to sue for falsifying information about their family?
Yeah,
They've never.
possibly.
Yeah,
No, TMZ been in some few scandals, but not like that.
a few.
You know.
Are you kidding me?
It's not a scandal. It's for falsely reporting on people's characters and stuff that have
Yes,
gone
TMZ
alive.
can't do that. Yes, they may have done it before, but not in that fashion.
I guess it's to me, it's a little bit concerning that it's the 24-hour news.
What do you mean not in that fashion? If you lie on somebody, you're a liar.
Government officials lie too, so what the hell?
So let me ask you this: does it strike it strange to the panel that this is on the news cycle 24 hours a day, every single day?
What,
Yes,
TMZ
but
or this
no.
story?
No, the story. If you turn on the news, it's on. It's just on the clock
Every channel, right? Yeah.
every channel repeating it over and over, every minute of everything, having every expert, everything discussed it every hour of the day.
Well, it's almost like they know something we don't. You mean?
Like
Well,
why?
I think no, but I think this is it makes sense because this woman is still missing, so
Again,
they're
but how
looking for
many? Wait,
her.
think about this. How many missing people that are missing in the world every day that are
Yeah,
on the
okay.
news for fucking 7 days, 11 days,
You right.
24
You
hours a
right.
day?
Yeah.
It's Savannah Guthrie. It's not like it's not like it's the first lady or something. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a
Yeah. Yeah.
governor. It's not
Yeah.
like it's a governor's wife. I mean, it's a journalist, and I get it. It's a
She's a
person,
prestigious.
but I'm thinking the amount of money that's being spent covering this is like on every channel, on every expert from every retired FBI profiler to everything you could possibly do.
Well, that's what
It's
makes me think like either like one of two things: either they're trying to make us believe a narrative, for to for fear or whatever this, that, and the other, or they are actually in fear, and because she is who she is, they all now feel like, whoa, that one struck on our side of the fence.
To be
You know
touched,
what I
and
mean?
that's why
Now
they're
they're
hyper.
scared.
They're thinking that if she could be touched, they could be touched, and that's why they're hyper focusing on it.
Yeah.
that's plausible, but I don't know. It's just a lot of fucking coverage.
It was kind of the same thing when
I
the
want her to
healthcare
be
CEO.
saved.
It was kind of the same thing when the healthcare CEO got popped. All the other insurance CEOs got scared too because if he could be touched, they could be touched.
Yeah, but I also believe, like, since it's journalism, it almost like it's some kind of reverse psychology bullshit trick. Like, okay, so wait a minute, so you want me to think that this is bigger than it? Like, if 20 years down the road it all comes out this was some staged ass shit, I wouldn't be surprised either. You
My
know what I
point.
mean?
My point. That's
Yeah,
where I'm going with this.
that's possible too.
They've created because it's been strange from the get go. It just has. It's still strange to me when you count the cameras. When you count the amount of cameras just on all the exit points and you count all of the cameras. Now, granted, that kind of neighborhood is a neighborhood that they have a certain kind of night that everything is black and you could move from bush to bush. But there was an entry point and an exit point, and you had to put a person, you had to take a person with you. He didn't throw her on his fucking back and hike through the fucking desert.
She
To
had to
take a
like get
person
in
with
the
you.
car. It was, I guess it's like a gated community,
In a
obviously.
community that everybody knows every fucking body.
Yeah,
Literally.
but I mean, even at that though, you would have to have that Karen or that fucking I don't want to say peeping Tom, but like nobody
Speaking of
monitors
Karens,
everybody's move all the time,
I don't know.
even
There's
when you
certain
live in those close knit communities.
I guarantee you there's neighborhoods in my county that if a vehicle came down a road that somebody be talking about, did you see that blue Ford come down there? Who was that? You know who's that down there? Because they're just like they're not there. They're just not there. You know what I'm
No,
saying? So
I
there'd be
get that. I
places.
mean, like, yeah, if you
Yeah.
go down where I grew up, if you come down Studenmeyer Drive, like, yeah, and you're not supposed to be there, somebody's going to recognize you. Somebody might even stop you. You
Correct.
know what I
You
mean?
are.
But this is because we're way out in the fucking boondocks, though. First off, we're way out in the boondocks, and this road is a cul-de-sac. Like, this is a dead end, bro. Like, why are you here? You don't belong down here.
So it
It's
just
a 3 mile road that ends in a circle.
But I think now that they have this video and they have a timestamp of that guy on the porch pretty much now because they know when things went offline and when the ring cam went off, you can pretty much assume the time. I think you can
Mhm.
probably start backing the footage up at intersections. You can start doing all kinds of different things to play back footages of all possible things where you could get that guy. Like, say you played back the footage and you're like, all right, we're going to analyze every one of these vehicles we see right here. And where do we see them at again? And then you follow them vehicles till somebody gets out of that vehicle like, oh, there's that guy right there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I think we can start backtracking it now. We just have too much closed cap. We have too much camera now to really get away with this kind of shit.
Yeah, you're right. For them to be able, like, if they've got him on camera, so now you know basically what he looks like, and what time specifically. So now you can pull everybody's fucking cameras.
From every mile around that, you know what I'm saying? To anything that
Yep.
you know
And as
you
soon as
can.
you see him in or out of a car, now you've got more information to go.
Right, you're just
Yeah,
tracing
back to the
back
fucking.
camera to camera. Right,
Yeah, we start going back to gas stations and banks and fucking grocery stores, and everybody's got a camera in their parking lot.
right. So that piece of footage being obtained will trace them back to this person. We just have too much. We have too much surveillance now to get away with that kind of shit. Too much, and we're fixing to
Did you
find
see
out
the?
how the Bitcoin thing's a little strange too. That the wallet's had some movement on it.
It's going back up.
projected to go back up by the end of the year.
No,
Possibly
no, no.
earlier.
I'm talking
She
about
had
no.
Bitcoin.
No,
The
I know.
woman
I'm talking. I'm talking. The ransom is ordered in a Bitcoin form. The wallet that's ordering that Bitcoin had some action on its account.
This motherfucker wanted Bitcoin.
He wants a Bitcoin for his ransom now.
So he's not
Oh
using real
shit!
money. He don't want.
Yeah, the count had I think it was under $300 activity on it yesterday,
He only
right
wanted
before they
8.
rated that.
What the fuck? Only 8 Bitcoin? That's not even a mil.
He wanted 9 million, I thought.
But this morning I seen it reported that another ransom note says he wants 1 Bitcoin.
One
That's what I
Bitcoin? This
just.
motherfucker's stupid.
That's what I just
And
heard
how
in
much is
another
one
live too.
Bitcoin? How
About
much is
It's
one
like
$69.
Bitcoin?
70 grand right now. It's nothing.
Between
70
69 and
grand.
70, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Let me look it up. It's not even 100 grand right now.
1 Bitcoin.
This is so stupid, man. Why are people dumb?
Oh,
$67,000.
good,
He's
bro.
like, yo,
It's like, yeah, like I want a
That's because
hell,
he getting nervous. He getting paranoid now
he's
because it's been
nervous.
so
Yeah.
long and
I want a
they
No,
ain't
it's
deployed
always
Lamborghini with
yet.
a helicopter that takes me to a
Or they're
boat
getting
so I can
close
get
to
out of
him.
here. Oh, and a pepperoni pizza.
no,
You
but
know, like,
at the end of
okay,
the day,
Yeah, right?
in today's society, it's always been Bitcoin from the very beginning because that would be the only way that he would ever be able to collect and not get caught in today's kind of
and
society. Think about any other
you're
payment.
right.
How would he be? There'd be no other form of payment that he could get paid and not get caught. Bitcoin is the only form of payment that he could possibly not get caught on.
Be overseas with that shit.
No, you still get
Try to
caught. It
do
still
that
get
shit.
traced to you. No, it wouldn't. There's no other form of currency that wouldn't trace to him in today's world.
No, I
But
mean,
it's
even
not.
Bitcoin, he better be overseas, you
No,
know?
but
Don't
no,
try
because
that.
you can't trace it. It's not traceable. That's the whole
Yeah,
purpose of Bitcoin.
once you
Well,
put
no,
VPNs and proxies in, then you're a ghost.
but all of our networks are so even if like, the wallet itself, the identity, like all the traffic, right? So
You're ne-
fucking Edward Snowden told us that shit. They fucking
you're never
tracking
going,
all internet traffic.
but you can
All
track the
internet tra-
traffic, but you can track the traffic, but you can't get the user to the wallet. It's a part of the blockchain. You can't identify the wallet user. Even that's why if you ever
you
lost your wallet, you'd
you
never get it
can
back.
know
You
you can
cannot.
know if you're tracking everything even at the edge, right? So your connection,
Nope.
you know the packet that was sent with that Bitcoin transaction. Even
They
if you don't
wouldn't,
know the identity, like down to the ISP.
but
All
that's
right,
the
and then
thing
even go
is
ahead.
that until he actually takes it and turns it into actual usable physical currency, that there's no identity attached to it. So they could
No,
have
no,
all
he
the
doesn't have
information.
to. He doesn't have to even cash it for them to track it. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're wrong.
Like
That's a
like here.
plus
No,
point
so
for
here's the
them to
deal.
tie it
So
to him.
all the VPNs are not encrypting the data. They tell you they are, but they will give that information over on a government subpoena. All of them will. So using the VPN doesn't help you, right? They know where that routed to at the ISP level, meaning they know the region of this country, right? Where every internet transaction is occurring. They know it. So if this person sends it to a wallet and he's on a United States network, they're gonna find him. They don't
Immediately.
have to know his identity. They'll just know where he's at. And how
But
long he stays there is another question. Which
but
is why I say you better be somewhere far away. Go ahead.
without the identity though, to Puff's point, they can't tie it to him. So all he has to do is just let it get cold.
Or move around or do something. But they're already tracking all internet traffic, man. So listen, I don't want him to be smart though. I kind of want this dude to get caught.
Well, asking for
I
one
mean, I don't know.
Bitcoin, first off, you're
Yeah.
shorting yourself on the amount of ransom you can get. Like, why not 10? But
That's
that's
like
an
these people
oddly
got
weird
money.
number.
Like this woman, Savannah, she got money. I mean, because who you think is paying it? It's gonna be the one in the
The
family
family.
with money, the one that's on TV. She got more than 67,000. Like, what are you doing? All of it. You could have asked her for that. You didn't have to kidnap grandma for that.
Yeah, also, that's another thing with this story, too. Like, you don't get one of these every day. Ransom? Really? The fuck are you, Mel Gibson? Like,
They need to hire Liam Neeson.
right? Like, Damn. When's the last time we had somebody in this country that was kidnapped for
Well, no,
ransom?
this is why this case is more strange to me. Why I even talk about the publicity, because there's so many much easier ways to get that same ransom that happens every single day, happening right now. And it's when you take over companies and you have their information on the internet, and you hold their all their information as ransom, and they give it to you behind the scenes because you don't want your information released. That happens every single fucking day to companies, to everywhere. Ransomware is like for real thing. That's people do that every single day and collect every single day. Way
Right.
more
Yeah,
money
but
than
that's
this guy's
overseas
asking
too,
for.
right? Hasn't that been like people in Russia and China and shit, the
No,
ransomware?
it happens here and it happens every day. We have complete cyber optic teams that fight this every single day. That people, you might be a business, you might just be and they hack your
Oh no,
business.
I mean the people who are doing it though are usually overseas.
No,
They're
they're
doing
plenty
it to
here, right here
American
too. No,
companies.
absolutely not. There's just as many
Oh
here.
really?
Oh, absolutely. My son's in. I mean, he fights this stuff, and it's here. Like if there, you wouldn't believe the amount of companies, like over 100 companies a day get
But hold on,
ransomware,
but wasn't like the last big one was the hospitals, right? They
yeah,
did it on a bunch of hospitals,
but they've done it to
right?
like like part of his job. One of his jobs that he does is because is that companies pay him, like Major League Baseball just paid him to hack their system to find their weaknesses, and he goes in and hacks systems and finds their weaknesses, and then when he's in there, he finds people that are already in their system. You know what I'm saying? And so this is how. So they're always doing these preventive measures because people get their systems hacked and they say, "Give me 3 million right now, or I do." And then the company says this costs us 3 billion. If this gets out, we give them the 3 million. They pay out every day. That's why this is strange that they went this route for a payout.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a lot. Yeah.
Like Tyler told me, like 80% of the people that get the ransomware pay the ransom.
Yeah, because most people just comply.
Because it's so much harder to catch that motherfucker.
In this
No,
case, yeah, I would say in cases like this, 100%, and just hope that they keep their end of the deal.
I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about what I was talking about where they, it's 100% online. They're holding you ransom. Like, what the
No,
fuck?
that's what I mean. In cases like
Yeah.
that, you really can't fight it because you don't know where they are
that's
to fight
that's
it.
an equal terms to confession. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. If like your whole life is, you'll do a lot for your whole life not to be exposed to everything that's been done on your business and all the informations of all of everything.
Oh yeah.
People will pay a lot.
Some people will. I fucking won't.
Because
I,
Release some
I
demons,
don't give
goddammit.
two
I don't
fucks.
care.
I don't give two fucks. I'll tell you to your face. What do you
I
want to
say,
Yeah.
know?
I got no shame in my game. Half the shit that I would get blackmailed for, I've already talked about on TikTok. So yeah, go ahead.
I'll be like,
I'll say it
yes,
anyway.
she was 390 pounds and had 3 teeth. I took one for the home team. Shut up.
No, I ain't got demons. I got dance partners. That's what keeps me from going insane. To be able to take them out and play with them, you know what I'm saying, or not, they'll stay in your head and play with you.
Here's some fucked up shit, man. I'm doing my taxes, right? I was at this company that kind of folded, right? And we had this stock, this RSUs, reserve stock, some bullshits. But when they folded, the value went plummeted, right? But it's still worth some shit. Because it was a privately owned company, we never actually had the stock. We couldn't sell it on an exchange, like we couldn't do shit with it, but we just have this stock. And it's been locked up. Like we haven't been able to cash it out. You know, they sent me a fucking a tax, a W-2, just for the fucking stock that they gave that I can't even cash out. That I owe taxes on some shit I never got. This shit is crazy. My fault. I know that was random, but I'm just trying to figure out. Now I want the money though. If I want to pay
I would
taxes on
too.
it, I want this shit. Yeah, I want
I
this
would too.
fucking. I'm about to see if I could cash it out now. Shit.
Goddamn right. You ain't gonna tax me on some shit
If
I can't touch now.
that's what I'm saying. And you sent me a document that I need to pay taxes on some shit you never even gave me. You know what I'm saying?
I think you
You
should.
got
Call,
some nerve.
I think you should call Trump. Tell him about it.
Call Trump. This company is in fucking in London, bro. It's
Call
a
Trump.
London based. It was a London based
Tell him you
fucking
want him to
startup.
tariff them if they don't stop.
I was just fixing
Hey,
to say, tell
Trump,
him to
give me
tariff
my
them
fucking,
motherfuckers.
give me my shit, Trump. Nah,
Right. Like
Trump gonna want his cut. He gonna be like, what's my cut?
see now if he didn't, it don't matter. You give him a. Hey, wait, honestly, but let's just be real here. You would negotiate that cut, wouldn't you? If he called you right now and said, "Hey, I'll get you damn money. You want to give me a cut?" You'd be like, "All right, let's talk."
This stock, this shit sells so fell. It's only worth $300. It's $360 that they say I owe taxes on, which is some pennies anyway.
Yeah, but Trump ain't
You know
going
what
to
I'm
call.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. I barely even want to log in and see this
This
shit. Man. I'm going
motherfucker up
to
here talking
hell.
about $350.
Hey, they sent me a W-2 for this shit. It said I owe taxes on 36. Like I'm telling you, this shit is crazy.
I would frame that shit and never pay taxes at all. I would put that motherfucker.
Frame that shit right.
Come get me. I wouldn't even put it on
Yeah,
my.
come
Come
on,
get me,
IRS.
motherfucker.
Come get this $15 out of me. Come on.
Well, that was like that year puff where I was in Alabama for fucking 3 or 4 months, and then went to Myrtle Beach and was working at that resort and selling seafood and all that other shit. All of that shit with the resort and all the seafood, all that shit was cash. You talking about you gonna file taxes for what? For what? I worked a regular law-abiding job for 3 months. I didn't make the 10. Kiss my ass. I ain't filing that shit.
I see some new legislation forming up. I hope comes through about workman's comp insurance would be nice. So workman's comp, this is how they fuck you. Let's just say you're having your workman's comp on your employees, all right, and you have a really great year, and you do, and it's based on your payroll. That's what it's based on. It's on payroll. Percentage of your payroll is how you pay your workman's comp. And say you have a bombing ass year, and the next year comes and you go to pay your workman's comp, you pay it quarterly or biannually. Well, they go off like say I had a great year last year, super great year. Next year, they're assuming what my fees are going to be based off my last year. So my first quarter, I have to pay off what my last quarter was. Or if I buy or biannual, I gotta pay off that. At the end of the year, if I pay too much, they give it back to me. But they use my fucking money all year. Because they're assuming that I'm going to do the same exact thing. Let's just say the next year you don't do that same year. And so it looks like we're having some legislation to adjust that because that fucks us as business owners that really would allow our growth if we didn't have to, if insurance companies didn't do it, we should just have to pay for what we're actually using, not like, well, you did use it 250,000 in the first quarter last year. So that's what we're going to charge you and then at the end of the year, we'll pay you back whatever you didn't use of that. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like that workman. I had to pay that too. And I
You
didn't.
know,
You know what I didn't like? Which one is it that they charge you more for women? I got the rate for insuring women was higher.
I don't know. I've never come across it. Mine's almost at 20
That
cents on
shit
the
was
dollar.
crazy.
Mine's almost 20 cents on the dollar.
It was insurance. I had to get accident insurance for my employees, and they were
Well, now,
charging me higher for women. Something like that.
is it because they're planning potential, right? They're forecasting the potential of the worst,
Yeah, that's. I mean,
right?
I
So
called.
they're
I
out
called the
ahead.
ad
So there's
center.
got to be some kind
Yeah,
of way for them to give back. Yeah, but they're the worst case scenario is just worse in this with this scenario than in this scenario.
yeah,
20
yeah. They
cents on the
gave me
dollar.
some reason like that.
20 cents on the dollar is pretty steep. For every dollar I pay an employee, I got to pay workman's comp 20 cents.
For everything that we already pay in taxes for all of this shit, we should have fucking healthcare. Like, no questions asked. Go in there and get your shit. Show your little real ID, show your American passport, whatever, American birth certificate, and you're like, oh yeah, you wanted this? Here you go.
And I think the way to get there is start with the children first. Start with 10 and under. universal health care, start a complete separate system, show it can work, start at 8 and under, show it can work for 10 years, and then if it's working and it's working, then them people that started at 8 and under just grandfather in, and then eventually everybody will come into the system. That's how I think you'll have to do it if you're going to do it.
It's going to be multi-layered and complex there too, because like
It is, but it
you're
doesn't start with
insured.
everybody.
Well, what I'm saying is like when you say create a whole new system, like you're not talking about like a system of doctors and nurses and things like that.
No,
the healthcare system's already in place. But
no, I mean, mix it not in the Medicare system. Keep it separate. Like say the VA, start a complete thing, a universal healthcare system. That whole system is by itself, not tied to Medicaid, not tied to the, and it's just tied to that. And
it would be hard to analyze. I mean, you could analyze the data. That's the only not word it like that. But it would in real time. That's going to look like a net loss.
I just don't think you'll ever get to a point in this country that we just change over and then we go there. I don't think it'll.
No, I mean, like I'm not against it. You know what I mean?
I think you got to start somewhere in the happy median, and if you can,
you do. But I just wonder what it's going to look like on paper when you do it for a bunch of people. Say we do it for the young, and then we work in the old. Well, that doubles your problem because you're adding in people that aren't paying into the system.
No, I think
so. It's coming. So that's why it's going to look like a net negative because everybody who's not benefiting from it is paying for it.
I don't think you add in the old. I think if you started at say 8 and under was covered, okay, and they're covered, and by the time they're 18, that system's working. That person that was in the system at 8 years old automatically grandfathers in at 18. If you're above 8 years old, you're never going to get in that system. Is what I'm saying. And eventually, through a cycle of generations, everybody's in that system.
Right, and then you could phase out Medicare and Medicaid because everything falls into it.
Correct. But that's the only way I can see you can phase out Medicaid is like you're going to have a group of individuals and you start your own thing. And like I said, we started from 8 and under and you run that 10 years and you're like, okay, these same people that's in this program can stay in this program as adults. And everybody that's being born under that is also becoming in that program. You know what I'm saying? Everybody born after that date that you started it is also, every child is also in that. There's going to be an adult that would be in it, but you would have the years to finesse it. You'd have the 10 years to proof of concept. You follow what I'm saying? Of how you can make it work. Because if we look at our things like our VA or everything else, and we go, where's our evidence that it can work? We don't really have good places to look. We can look at other countries and say how we might think it works, but our dynamics and all the nuances are just different. So to say it would work here is where I think the pushback is at. And for whatever arguments there are on both sides of the aisle. And that's why I think you could start in the middle. You could start with kids. I don't think many people would object to kids having free health care. But for me,
God, I hope not.
But for me, the argument falls on deaf ears to make free health care for everybody if you're not going to address what we feed people, and we're not going to make this stop being able to say, hey, you need to lose weight and make that like, oh no, it's okay, because it's not okay, because it affects the system. It's not okay to just eat whatever the fuck you want to and get diabetes at 30 years old and rack up all kinds of medical bills because you didn't have enough within yourself and expect in that system.
But then you're full circling all the way back to now. Now, do we take away? You do this one of two ways. Either as the government, we can regulate what you can and can't do, or we can regulate what you can and can't get.
Right, and
we can regulate what's coming into this country and what's being produced in this country, and no, you can't have any of that shit. Or we can say, look, if your BMI is fucking 30% over, you're going on a diet whether you like it or not.
Well, you could do what the other countries do, though, because other countries, they regulate the companies from selling you the poison.
Well, that's the thing. That's regulating the government regulating what's produced in the country and what can come in.
So I'm speaking to the FDA when I say this. The FDA can clearly say this, and so kind of like what I like some of the new proposals going on now, some of the new things that are going on now. Like if you're a convenience store and you sell snacks or food of any sort, candies, half of your items in your store, if you want to have the EBT system used in your store, that half of your items have to be nutritional. You can't just have all junk food. You got to offer both in order to be accepted, to be able for people to use EBT there. I like that kind of thing. Instead, no, because we don't.
You should be able to. Which I don't know if there's anybody, and I'm just thinking about like what I know. So in Myrtle Beach downtown, there's that big motherfucking candy store that's got that goddamn 5 foot gummy bear in there. Like you shouldn't be able to use any kind of government assistance in that store.
Right.
I'm good with that. But like even with the EBT with Kakalakis, they wouldn't let us use it because it was only like 20% of our total profit was coming from shelved items. Well, that's bullshit because we're a fish market.
Hey, by the way, that link I sent you that you said, what am I going to do with this shit? Just all you got to do is in that you don't got to I explained the whole thing into you, but if you look, there's a section that just got code in it. All you got to do is
see, that's what I saw. I didn't even read the rest of that. So I was like, what in the fuck am I supposed to hear? Chat, deal with that. Or,
you read it. It's the instructions. It shows you, but it's a whole breakdown of it. So you have the full concept of it for 1, 2. And then you just copy and paste that code and you ask your question and then you copy and paste that code to the question. And then the agency goes to work.
So wait a minute. So once I put that code in, it installs the background check.
It installs the agents, correct. Once the code is basically directing that question. Basically, what you're doing is that all the agents you built and all that stuff, it's all built in that code. When you ask it the questions, that code puts it to work the way you designed it, like I did there. And you can read that whole thing I sent you is how that whole agency is designed. From the board members to how the questions are asked, that's what that whole thing is explaining. And that was just so you could add to it if you wanted to, and you can add to that code.
Okay, because I've been getting loose to see you like I done got comfortable with this stuff. Oh, and the motherfucker made me money. The motherfucker made me $7,500, but I've got to wait and see if the projections are what you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
The same, yeah, but that was wild. But no, I've been getting loose with, especially with chat, because chat pisses me off. So I'll cuss at that motherfucker.
Job numbers come out for January 2 was pretty good, 120,000.
I don't even know when all of that stuff comes out now. I don't even know what to believe anymore.
They was expecting 30,000. I think you can go back to what it's generally been over the years. If we look across the board of the adjustments, it's pretty much been. You'll take a couple outlier times for Joe Biden and once for Donald Trump. Outside of them outliers, if you look at the adjustments, they've all been pretty consistent about what they drop back down to. You know what I'm saying? Percentile wise. So they have over the years, they've been pretty consistent. There are a couple outlying years that.
Right. But that's what, I mean, I don't know. That's, like I said, that just adds to the why I don't understand it, with all of that. Jerome Powell to the fucking, it took all of it. It's like you can look at it. You can look at it and say, okay, it trends this way. This is kind of what it does. So to get disappointed and pissed off at people, you know what I mean? Like, and then to replace them and fire them, and it's.
I'm hoping he's right. He made a bold prediction. That he'd have the stock market it's at 50,000 now. He'll have it at 100,000 before he's out of office. I'm like, that's a fucking bold prediction. I hope he's fucking right.
I mean, it's fucking possible. I'm fixing to take perplexity into it. You think it's crazy, Tony?
Yeah, man. He says a lot of outlandish shit, man.
You might say it's outlandish, but okay, think about this. When he took office the very first time, where was the stock market, Tony? It was about 15. It was about 15.
I had to look that up.
It was about the first time he took office in 2000.
I know it had plateaued right before Obama left office. It had he had dug us out the trenches, though.
He had,
and put us on a really good trajectory. But at the base moment, which has to be expected, that last year of his presidency, it kind of stagnated. Right. But that's because the market is projection, and they don't know what's happening next.
Correct. But if you go back before Obama and you look at each year to year, how many points the stock market goes up each year from year to year, and then you look at the drastic change since Trump's been president. It was like at 17,000 when he took off in 2016. So from 2016 to now, 10 years, it's at 50,000. Go back and show me in the stock market where it's moved that much in 10 years. That many points. It was only at 17,000 after all these fucking years. And it's tripled that in 10 years. So to say it's outlandish, I don't know that it is outlandish.
I mean, he could even be saying that based off some AI prediction. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And it's possible. I don't know.
If you'd ask anybody in 2016, was
we doing
50,000
Dow
possible?
Jones, right, Puff? We doing Dow Jones?
But
That's what's 50K right now. Dow Jones is 50,000, right?
Yeah.
So in January of 2017, that shit was at 19,800. I'll give it.
I said about 17. Yeah, so above 2,000.
Yeah, 2017, and then 2020. Let me go. Well, I got to go to 2021. So let me go 2021. And mind you, pandemic, all that shit. But 2021, January, it's at 31,000. So he goes up a clean 11,000 in 4 years, even despite the pandemic, all that shit, right? Now, 2021 to 2024, Biden or whatever the fuck we talking about, right? You know what? Let's do 2025 January. Hold on, it's hard because I gotta go find right. Okay, so we go from 21,000 to 41,000.
No, it was 31,000. It wasn't 21,000. It was 31,000.
The Dow Jones. I'm talking about Dow Jones.
I know, but
January
Trump went from 19 to 31, not 21.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, you're right. 31. Okay, so we go 11. We go another 10 grand. So it goes up 11 grand under Trump, 11 grand. I mean 10 grand under Biden.
Yep.
Right.
And in one more year, where's Biden's at the end of Biden's? Where was it?
No, that's the end of Biden. January 2025.
What's that number?
41,000.
Right, and we went up another.
My fault. 40. Yeah, 41 because 41,000.
Okay, so
40. Let's say 42.
Okay, so and now we're at 50.
900. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And now we're at 50.
Okay, so think about this. He went 10 or 11 in his first 4 years. Biden went 11 in his next 4 years, and he's already at 10 in his first year.
Yeah, close to it, close to 10.
Okay, my point. Thank you for making my case.
But here's the deal. Now, if you look back, in these years, there are ups and downs. It's not a clean line up, like you know.
It never is. How would it ever be?
Well, yeah. So what I'm saying is, it's gonna go down and then up and then down. But the last 10 years, under each president, we've done at least 10,000, 10 to 11,000.
Well, actually, we've done 20. Over the last 10 years, we've done 20 under one president and 10 under another.
But hold on, before we did
one thing that I have.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say one thing that I've kind of seen with.
Where do you get the 20 from, Puff? Yeah, no.
Because I'll tell you right now, real quick, Luke. Because I'll tell you, it's real easy, Tony. He did 11.
19.
You asked me a question. Let me answer you, Tony. You asked me.
I'm just reading your numbers.
Tony,
how
do you ask me a fucking question and not let me answer?
Chill, Puff.
No.
Please calm down.
Well, don't ask me a question, not let me answer it.
But now you're wilding out, though, man.
No, I'm not, because you're continuing to talk and not let me answer the fucking question.
I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page.
We are.
This is not a debate,
dog. Let me fucking answer. We'd be on the same page.
I got you.
So he did 11 his first time around, and he's already done 10 this time around. That's how I get 20.
But the term's not over, though. That's all I'm saying. Like
again, but we're talking about where the stock market's at, not where the term's at. Because at the end of this term, it might be 100,000. Then we could have that argument. But right now, currently, from where it was to where it is, he's contributed 20 of that in his presidency. And the point I was making was it was 19 before he started. So out of all the years the stock market's there and all the things that are going on, he doubled it in the first term, and then Biden did. So the stock market, when you say it can't reach 100, you would ask anybody in 2016, do you think we would be at 50K right now? And everybody laughed in your face.
But see, okay, so here's where it's ludicrous, right? Because you're talking about a 10K jump every 4 years. To now this 4 years, it's going to more than double. Well, you know what? Let me not do that. Because he started at his term at 41,000, right? And you're saying it's going to more than double in 4 years, where it's never been more than 11K in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I realize.
So he's going to add 60,000 in 4 years when we've never seen more. The biggest we've ever seen in a 4-year term is 11.
Okay, but again, Tony,
6 exit.
How many times are you going to repeat it before you let me answer it? You got to repeat it the
I need
same
to,
thing.
Prof. I need
Do
to
you want the?
clarify it for
No, wait.
myself. Like I need to hear
But
myself
how do
say.
you expect?
It's
How do
not
you
to make
expect?
you mad, Puff.
I'm
Chill.
not mad. It's frustrating as fuck when a person asks you a question and then they ask you the same
Well,
question
hold on.
5
Okay.
times in a row. It makes me think you don't want the answer.
Well, Puff, can I have between me and you? Can you give me the understanding that sometimes my speech is a little slower and I need to say things and it might take me longer to get. I don't talk as fast as you, but I'm not always finished as quick as people think I am. I'm still in the middle of talking. I'm not saying you're cutting me off. I know it could be hard because my pacing is different, but I'm not trying to cut you off, Puff. Is that, you know what I mean? That's just how I talk.
Tony,
When
it's
I'm
not
calmed
about
down, I'm a little bit slower.
it's not about you being slow because you clearly you say the question clear, and then when somebody goes to answer you, you repeat the same exact question, and then you'll repeat the same exact question about 5 times in a row, and it makes the person think you don't want
So,
the answer because you just keep repeating the
well, I
Yeah,
think
question.
that's
it's,
my shit,
but it is
Puff.
kind
I'm
of
gonna
hard
be
to like.
that way too.
I was kind of glad he said it again though, because I was just trying to, put all the pieces in my mind. You know what I mean? But it is
I mean, I'm
so there
trying to
is
say
up.
what I'm
Go ahead.
saying too as
So
I
to
see
answer
it.
your
So
question, you said, "How am I coming up with this?" Because the most we've had is 11K in any 4 years. Well, in 1 year, we've already hit that 11K. So I would like to think that if we've done 11K in the first year, we got 3 more years. So let's just give it that 11K 3 more times is another 33 on top of that. So we're really close to the 100 at that point, are we not?
So you say you're saying he could get close to it. All
I'm
right,
saying he's already
listen.
done 11 that took him 4 years to do the last time. He's already done it in 1 year.
Has there ever been a
Let's
1 year
say
11 like a jump like that in 1 year?
No,
Because
no.
there's up and downs all the time. No, there's never. Okay, okay. Because one thing I think what I was going to say earlier is I know a lot of businesses since COVID are just kind of getting to the point of streamlining what they've were forced to put in place. They were forced to get more efficient. And now, you know what I'm saying? Like now they've completely adjusted, and not only completely adjusted, but they've honed in on what it is they had to adjust to, and it's affecting the market as well, like and the job numbers and everything.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Cause
I just think when you add up a lot of things, when you add up what the projections are, even for the GDP, we had Atlanta Feds predicting like a 2.7 GDP coming out February 20th, and now they're in the high fours and even acting like we're going to be in the fives maybe at GDP, when we were predicting just a month ago that we would be at 2.7. And this is even with all of the tariffs that have been implemented, and we're still going to probably be the high fours, maybe five something at our GDP. And then you look at our stock market, and then you look at interest rates coming down. All of that only adds up to one thing. And Rudy, do you see the amount of data centers that are proposed in your state?
Oh yeah, no, that's well known. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking stupid amount, dude. Your economy's fixing to
and
boom.
most of it going to Myrtle Beach. Yeah, the outside of Myrtle Beach has grown
Dude,
exponentially in the past
I'm telling you,
couple
the
of years.
economy in your state's fixing to go off the charts, dude. The trade
No,
industry for sure.
well, yeah, I give you like in the state, but it's drawing people in. The people in the state are not smart enough for these jobs.
Right. But it's not them jobs that they got to be there for. Here's what another side of the equation you got to
No, I
think
get
about.
it. It gets construction and everything.
It
Yeah,
gets
yeah, all the way
not just
around.
that, it gets the housing and the foods and the industries and all the people that are coming to do this, because these things are going to be, people are be moving there permanently, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's creating just a spark to your economy all around, because it'll just finger down everywhere. Sales of restaurants will go up, hotel sales will go up, housings, all that stuff, all those jobs are just going to create, because those are going to be jobs that just create because of that. You
And
watch.
everything's going to go up. Yep, that's how it happens.
So your economy is fixing to benefit from this pretty. I'm willing to bet, to be honest with you.
No, it has been over the past. Really, it's almost not a decade quite, but a good 6 to 8 years. Like yeah, it's been steadily in the same direction.
Now, if you can just get rid of Lindsey Graham, you'd be all right.
I mean, if we could do something about education and shit, that would be fucking awesome. I'm tired of people coming to South Carolina from fucking New Hampshire and shit just to run some goddamn call center or some goddamn tech site shit. And like, I mean, you remember Gray Skull used to go in Miss Julie's Live, American Reject? Like, hey, he transported into fucking transplanted into Myrtle Beach for that shit.
Right.
We got enough people from South Carolina going to school in South Carolina, and all they do is hold a goddamn stop sign. I'm glad they build a new McDonald's because we're gonna need somewhere for the South Carolinians to work. Like that's what's my problem. You know what I mean?
And that's not you can't blame this your culture, dude. South Carolina culture. It's kind of like that way in Louisiana too, right? Isn't it?
It is, but it's all stems back to the education system. Like we just won't fucking fix the education system. We won't do it.
So, a lot of this growth, I think, is being caused by the tech, right? The AI, and like you said, the data center infrastructure. I'm wondering, though, long term. I mean, I guess there's always going to need to build out infrastructure for tech and to maintain it. So I guess whatever impact we see, hopefully, is sustainable, right? But if there's a dip in it, how much will it affect the economy? Because a lot of the stuff is not bringing jobs. They said we've seen the slowest amount of job growth since the pandemic, right? That's what they said. So even
I
though
don't know,
companies are making money, like the working class isn't really seeing it.
because they're efficient. They don't need the workers. They figured out how to do it with less.
Yeah. And they're not
That's what I
making
was saying. Like
having to pay people.
everybody's figuring out. They were forced to do it with less, and now they've figured out not only how to do it, but how to do it good.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an app, Root. I'm bound determined to learn how to build an app. I'm going to build an app with AI.
That'd be pretty dope. I thought about an app when I was going coast to coast, like an app that kind of combines Waze and Google and like an Expedia or a Choice Rewards type shit.
I'm literally going to build it off this agency thing I've been working on. I'm going to build an app that does that. That has it full, like a foolproof. Like, bam, you want the truth? Here's a whole agencies of AIs that battle each other for the truth. It just takes the biases out of it, I think. I think you've used it enough to know that taking the user out of the answer, because you being the user plays a role in how you get your answer. It just does.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it enough to know yourself. You've gotten frustrated at your app to know, like, motherfucker, like, take me out of the equation. Answer what you think I want to fucking hear.
Oh yeah, Jarvis will tell me, I don't know why you're so frustrated. Because you're a dumb motherfucker. Like I'm telling you. Damn it, I don't know how many damn times I got to fucking tell you don't do that shit specifically right there, and you do it again.
Like, I don't like using when he uses the words like the only verified source, or not even verified, like an only legitimate source, or I'm like, I don't need you to determine that for me. I just ask you for the source. Don't hide sources that you don't believe in. I want them all. If I ask them for them all, I want them all.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I've told them not to use certain things.
Yeah, me too. There's certain places that he'll give me information. I said, how many times do I got to be? And this is why I use this agency, because I can add them prompts into that. Because I can add every agent cannot use this source. Like I don't want to hear anything from blah blah blah. I don't need to hear anything from TMZ News. For your answer.
Yeah, because it had me going about to run down a rabbit hole, and then I just happened to like go back in there and read real careful, and I was like, wait a minute. Your source for this shit is The Hill? Mm-hmm. Hey, get the fuck out of here, man.
Right. But again, when you start watching these conversations what AI have back with each other when they're answering one of your questions and they have a contradictory with each other, it's pretty interesting how they come to their conclusions. And you got to have your board set up that your board cannot add any more to the elements. Once the board gets the report, They're not allowed to add anything else to it. You follow what I'm saying? Because then it gets corrupted again. The board only can operate with what report was given to them before they submit it to the chair.
I don't even know how hard it would be to. I suppose you could, especially Perplexity. Fucking just, hey, I want you to code me an app. And I guess, I mean, really, honestly, it could show you how to do the whole fucking. Like, I don't even know where to get started or even finish. I don't even know how I know if I'm done.
No, I'm gonna have it right. Be
You
the
gotta
code.
ask it. Root. You gotta ask it that question. Like how would
How do I know when I'm finished?
yeah, no, what are all the steps to building an app? You have to pick the operating system you're targeting, whether it's a Android or Apple device, and then the framework you want to use, because each platform has a software development framework you could use to build apps for it.
Right.
Mhm.
And then the type of app, and then there are going to be templates like that you can pull from
And
that it can
plugins.
find
Yep.
for you, or plugins. Yeah, but you got to start with the research of what are all the steps that I need to know to build the app, and then you ask it to implement each step for you.
This is, and you can word it real simple. Here's what I want. This is what I want in the end. This is my end result, and this is where I'm starting. I am a virgin. I know nothing. Assume that I don't even know what the letter A is, and walk me through this step by step, and write my code as we go. Because as I've learned with AI, if you wait till the end to write all your code, it's very confusing. You break it, once it gives you your steps that you got to do, then you break it down like that. And you're like, okay, let's start part by part. Each step, I want to write the code for each step with you one by one. And then it'll give you all the open source stuff. Here's the open source stuff. It'll tell you have to grab this from there. You may have to find something that you have to purchase, that a plugin that you have to purchase. It's not open source. It's compatible with the operating system, like Tony said. You may find that you have to purchase a $2.99 framework to be able to be compatible with an Android. I don't know, but I'm going down that route. I want that. I want a truth app that uses AI against itself for asking any questions. That you can go to that app, and every time you're asking a question, you're asking a board of AI the questions, not one AI.
I would sit down a little longer on the name of this motherfucker. I don't. Just in all honesty, I don't know if
Right.
anybody that doesn't like Trump even like this.
Because the
You
truth
on a
part-
truth
because the
app,
truth
and he's got
social.
Truth Social. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That's the bad marketing name.
Yeah.
Certainly, you know. I probably will come up with an acronym
Sue
that
the
means
fuck out of
something.
you, bro. If you try to
Get Trump.
shit,
Sue the shit out of you.
you'll be in court. All right.
This is trademark infringement.
So, but I will probably make it some name that's some acronym.
You know who we need for this? Logical.
Is that who? I
So,
don't know logical.
Oh, Puff disappeared. No, that was my dude that was on here. On this app, he disappeared. He says, well, he decided to put the app down. He's gone.
I haven't heard from him forever.
Like, he stopped texting me altogether because I told you, like, I was looking up, genuinely nervous. Like, hey, did somebody in the Phoenix area do it? You know, I started looking for this motherfucker. He unalive himself and shit. What the fuck? My last text message to him was, I hope you didn't join ICE, but if you did, I'll be here when you get back. $50,000, $50,000, you know what I mean?
I swear to God, I had to go watch that Bush video again. That poker
All
video.
in.
I had to go watch it again. That's too fucking funny, I swear to God.
He's fucking all in. Well, that ain't what I meant. That's not all in. All in is all in, motherfucker. That's not the $10 you had in your hand. That's all the money you goddamn got.
He is literally the reason that fucking guns go to poker games. He is the reason why you got him at a poker game. I can't believe you still had that fucking recording, to be honest with you.
Well, I was like going through some of my old videos and shit and was trying to I did repost a couple of old ones. But yeah, and I found that one. I found that other one about the fucking poem too.
Yeah.
Fucking moron.
He lost
Tony
bad on
Bushmaster came into my live one time and said that he had this poem that nobody knew the author to. And he bet $1,000 nobody knew the author to it. And he fucking said this little poem and shit. And Tifties, I don't know if you know her on there, like she knew it. She knew it. You could tell. Like she never teacupped or nothing. As soon as he finished talking, she told him who wrote that.
Damn. See that one coming up.
Yeah. And the motherfucker wouldn't pay.
How about, was it $1,000 he bet?
Wait, he bet the live $1,000. Nobody could tell him.
Oh shit!
So that's $1,000 a pop, man.
Yeah, see, be careful. You didn't have to do that. He could have just read the poem. He had to put money into it.
Yeah.
Well, no, he was flashing around all of his money. He had money. He had like $15,000 cash and thought he had something. He was flashing around his cash on the screen. That's what brought up the damn poker game. Wanted to play poker with anybody, and this motherfucker had the nerve to say that if I bet $10 and he said all in, if he lost a hand, he only owed me $10.
Making new rules for all in.
Yeah.
All right, man.
He's still 10 toes down on it too. Like 10 toes down. Like you motherfuckers have never gambled before. I'm like, motherfucker, you've never been at a poker game because you wouldn't have lived. Say all in at the table and lose a hand. Every chip in front of you means it goes to the other guy.
It's gone now. Yep. You don't have it anymore.
It's not yours. This is. And if you've ever tried that at a poker game, this is why I know you've never been in a real poker game.
Yeah, like, no, but it was a $10 bet. So if it's a $10 bet, it's $10. No. You said all in.
All fucking in. Yeah, you put all the chips in.
If he said call, that meant he's calling you.
Yeah, you gotta give it all up, man.
But his, and he's like. Then he went on to, I think, arguing. But what if he don't have enough money? Then you only have to pay him the amount of money he has. He don't get more chips than he's got. If you're all in his 300 and he says I call, he's only got 200, then you only owe him 200. Because
all in is dangerous.
You don't get all of your chips. You call all in, and he's like, I call you with whatever I got left, and that's all you can win is what he's got in front of him. But I'm trying to explain that to that motherfucker was like, I don't know. That's when I realized officially for the first time that he was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he might have not have never played poker if he didn't know that. He might not have never,
because he was one. I was like. Yeah, nobody would play poker with you because we got to shoot you to get our paid.
Yeah, they're not going to let you do all in and take it back after you lose. No one's doing that.
This motherfucker. I was like, what would be just listen to the definition of the term all in. What other thing can that mean? Nothing other than fucking all in. But yeah, you can't fix stupid. You just can't.
Yeah, that video for that poem, that shit was hilarious. Like, and then it was bad too, Tony. Like he had come into my life. Like I used to host lives all the time, right? And I had well-read people in there. Like you literally walked into a lion's den with a pork chop around your neck. Like you didn't.
You know what I mean? Like, he was around. He didn't know people read his shit around.
Yeah, let me go into a room full of nerds and ask them if they've read something. Yeah, probably so.
Man, don't bet nerds, man. They know shit, man.
You know what? People think
it's because you learned something. Go ahead.
Think lives are brutal now. They think lives are brutal now. The lives were a lot more brutal back then, I think. Don't you, Rick?
Yeah.
What way?
We could get away with a lot more. You could say a lot more back then. And just being raw ass. Root used to be a barbarian on this motherfucker. What are you talking about?
For a while, I got to go some motherfucker, but
Root was a barbaric motherfucker on this motherfucker.
I wasn't the only one, but you start losing accounts and shit. You know what I mean?
He was barbaric as fuck. No fucks, no mercy for nobody. Didn't give two fucks.
But then I woke up one day and that damn Strange Root, fucking Dr. Strange Root account was gone. Gone.
Oh yeah, they took your whole shit.
20K followers, never got a warning. Woke up one morning, that motherfucker was gone.
That shit is crazy.
I think the midterm elections is over for Democrats simply for the taxes. When everybody gets their taxes back this year, I think you're
Hey,
gonna
that's what Renee said. She said the same. That's why I'm doing my taxes right now. Actually, what? That's
just
not
wait till
why,
you see
bro.
what everybody's getting back. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a
Republicans
crazy
are
deal.
banking on it.
It's
But
gonna be.
Good luck.
there was a
Good fucking luck.
Democrat that just turned a heavily red district in Texas.
Well, yeah. Wait, it happened twice in Texas, or am I tripping? I
The,
think two different.
2 different times,
No, it's
but I'm
only
talking about
one.
the one that just there was one that happened just recently,
Yeah, a
like
few days
like
ago. Yeah,
last week or so.
yeah. Another special election, and that's what I'm saying. These are districts that they said Trump won by a lot, and now Democrats have
Yeah,
won it.
Trump smoked that district. It was like 15, 18 points or whatever.
Now, maybe they didn't do their taxes yet.
At the end of the
I-
day, at the end of the day, money matters. Money speaks. Money speaks. It just speaks fucking loud. And when people get their tax returns back this year, and people see what they pay in taxes, money's gonna fucking talk.
Yeah, and
Money's gonna talk.
that's kind of thing. Is it sets a real like it does speak to American value, right? Because like I don't care. I don't care what we do to the planet as long as I got cheap gas. I don't care how tyrannical the government as long as I got good tax returns.
Yep. That's just how we are. Wrong, right, or indifferent. It's facts.
I feel like that's one of those things where they're saying it to sort of make it be true rather than because they're telling you, yeah, vote for Republicans because you're going to get a good tax refund. And
Hey,
remember that,
brother, check
right?
this out. People here, Tony. I understand that would have been the tax, but you do realize that people are filing their taxes already, correct?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Okay, so you
I'm
do
doing
realize
mine
people
right
are
now.
already seeing the ones that are filing these taxes are already going, wow. You realize that, right?
Well, hold on. I'm about to tell you. Well, I don't even think I'm gonna get through it today because I got a lot of fucking papers to put in this shit. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not sure of a tax refund that I could get that would make me not remember how hard it has been to get an income in the past year. Like this has been the worst year of my employment life since I began working when I was in my 20s. Meaning like I haven't had a stable income all of 2025. So my tax return, it don't matter. Like my stability, my income has been fucked up. Now I'm not blaming that directly on Trump, but it's definitely not he's not addressing that shit, you know? So I mean, I'm thinking about more than the fucking tax refunds. What I'm saying when I'm voting,
I don't
like
disagree
my
with
shit
you.
is my economy, my career has been fucked up, and I'm not in such. I shouldn't be fucked up. I've been in
I,
my shit for 20 years. Like
I
I
don't.
should be employed, stably somewhere, health insurance, all of that shit.
No,
You know?
and for your situation, I can get that, but I'm speaking in general terms, and unfortunately, you aren't the person that decides whether that votes solely. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that across this country as a whole, money talks. It always has, and when people have great tax returns, I think it will play a large role in the midterms. I do, and then you add on top of it the Trump RX um, thing on top of it that people are already raving about everywhere. I think, and you combine a couple of them, and we have some GDP that's in fives and high fours, and we have inflation that's under 4. And I think you add all them things up, and you get a couple of good job numbers all the way till then, and our job numbers are good, and the stock market's still there. I think, yeah, it's not looking good. And that shouldn't be a thing that should make you mad. That should be a thing that you'd be, okay, great. If it's all that, then by God, they should stay in office because that's benefiting us.
Well,
We
that's the
shouldn't want to
thing,
vote for a
though. That's
Democrat.
the thing. I don't see it that way. I really don't. I'm not willing to sell my fucking soul for good tax returns.
It's not. It's more than good tax returns. It's not
I
just
don't give a shit if you got me shitting gold in a purple toilet. I don't give a fuck. When you're being a tyrannical government and nobody gives a shit.
I mean, you gotta think about that.
You're being a tyrannical government. There's so many ways. Oh, let me count the ways.